All right, I'm going in with 2 sticks of butter, 1 cup of our sugar for this super fun and delicious Mother's Day treat. I'm coming in next with just a drop of our vanilla abstract right on top. About a teaspoon, tablespoon, depending on how much you like that vanilla. We're just gonna go right on in and give that a stir, just like so. All right, folks, we're starting to get that lovely brown color. Just make sure you kind of give it some love every couple minutes so that we don't get anything that burns. All right, now that we have this beautiful kind of caramel color, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove our little spatula. I have a 13 by 9 covered in parchment paper, and we're gonna go straight down the middle of our parchment paper with our beautiful sugar and butter. And then I'm gonna come in with a fresh spatula, and we're just gonna start to spread that evenly before it gets hard. Just make sure we go up and down and side by side so we cover all of our blank spaces. Ooh, yummy. This is a recipe that I'm going to be making for my mom for Mother's Day. It's a great little combination of sweet and salty, and it requires little to no baking. Perfect. Next, I'm coming in with our dark chocolate chips. And while that is still hot, I'm just gonna evenly distribute our beautiful little dark chocolate chips over our toffee. You can feel free to use a milk chocolate or a white chocolate, but I love using the dark chocolate, and we're gonna let that sit for 5 minutes. All right, now that it's been 5 minutes, I'm gonna take our spatula and just slowly start to spread our melted dark chocolate as our second layer of this sweet and salty little treat. Oh my gosh, that dark chocolate smells so delicious with our kind of caramel sugar mixture on the bottom. And just gently, so you don't muddle those flavors. Oh, perfect. All right, we're just making sure that all of those are distributed very nicely. My favorite part of this recipe, I'm coming in with our mini pretzels. I'm gonna grab a small handful. We're gonna take those pretzels and just go right over top, just like so. Ooh, perfect. And you can feel free to kind of mix up the toppings. I think for Mother's Day, this is gonna be the perfect little salty sweet treat. And I'm just doing the little mini twists, but you could do the sticks, you could do gluten-free pretzel, you could do chocolate covered pretzels if you really wanted to go above and beyond with the chocolate. I think just these original is perfect. Ooh, beautiful. All right, I'm coming in next with some of our sliced almonds. Again, the possibilities are endless here. You could do a peanut, a hazelnut, or the slivered almonds even, but I think those sliced ones just add a great little texture and nuttiness that we are looking for. All right, now that we have that all nice and beautifully coated, we're gonna place this into our fridge for about an hour, 2 hours. All right, that was 1 bar of my milk chocolate melting chocolate. I'm gonna go in and just evenly spread that out to create a thin layer for this delicious, crunchy little treat. Beautiful. And now we are going to be placing this in the fridge for 5-10 minutes. While that's in the fridge, I'm coming in with a medium mixing bowl, and we're going right in with a stick of softened butter. With that, I am going in with 1/4 cup of our half and half. This is a really easy and delicious recipe. I love making this. It's a no-bake, which we always love and is always super convenient. I have some vanilla abstract. We're going in with about a tablespoon of that. It's super strong, so be, gentle with our vanilla. And then I'm gonna come in with a 1/3 cup of our granulated sugar. And we're just gonna go right over top our butter, our milk, and our vanilla. Beautiful. If you like it a little sweeter, you can obviously do more sugar. And then again, 1/3 cup, we have our light brown sugar. You could also do a dark brown. We're gonna go right on in. Ooh, I love brown sugar, so delicious. Always a crowd pleaser. And then just to top it off, I'm gonna come in with 1.5 cups of our flour. So we have our flour right here, and we're gonna add our flour in. Trying to get it as accurate as possible, just like so. Kind of eyeball that last half. Perfect. Ooh, and watch out for the pushback. And then I'm gonna come in with one of my favorite chocolate chips. I love the mini chocolate chips. I just think they're so darling. I'm just gonna sprinkle a couple of those right into our little mix. Perfect. Before we go in with our hand mixer, start slow, I always say, and then kind of speed up, just so, because we don't wanna lose all that sugar. Perfect. All right, this is kind of the consistency we want. We want to make sure we get everything off those beaters. So we're gonna go super fast. Make sure we get all of our beautiful ingredients off of those beaters. All right, now that we have that all mixed up, I'm gonna bring back in my melting chocolate out of the fridge, and I'm gonna grab an ice cream scooper. We're gonna go right on in and just start to place our beautiful mix onto that hardened chocolate. Ooh, if you could smell this right now, it smells just like cookie dough, like Nestle Toll House cookie dough. All right, and now that we have all of that placed onto our chocolate, we're just gonna start to spread and distribute that as a next layer, just like so. Just kind of pat it down. Ooh, that is perfect. And we don't want it too thin, so try and keep it on the thicker side. And that's kind of why I placed them right down the middle, so that we could just evenly distribute that throughout our chocolate. Perfect. All right, now that we have that beautifully distributed, I'm coming back in with some additional melting chocolate. Again, we're going right down the middle, and I'm just doing a milk chocolate. You can feel free to do a dark or a white. Oh, look at how luscious that is looking. Perfect. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I'm just making sure we're going right down the middle because it'll be easier to spread. Beautiful. Going in with our clean spatula. And again, just making sure that we cover everything and we don't want to rip up that second layer. Oh, my mouth is watering. Perfect. Just kind of giving it a little texture. You know, perfect. And then to top that off, I'm gonna come in with some fleur de sel. And just a touch, I'm gonna put some in my hand, just to add a little bit of saltiness. To contrast all of our sweet, because I love me a good salty, sweet little treat. Oh, perfect. All right, we are going to pop this back into our fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes. All right, that was a 1/2 container of my graham cracker crumbs. I'm coming in next with 1 stick of melted butter for this super easy and fun little no-bake recipe. Right over top our beautiful graham crackers. And we're just gonna start to spread that out and create a beautiful little crust. All right, now that we have that all beautifully patted down, we're gonna move this off to the side, and I'm bringing in a medium mixing bowl. I'm going right on in with my lemon pudding into our bowl, just like so. I'm gonna go in with our softened cream cheese. I'm actually using the half fat because I wanna kind of try and keep this recipe nice and light. I'm just gonna go right on in, just like so, with that entire block of cream cheese. And you can feel free to do kind of any pudding that you want, but I love using the lemon during the summer and spring. All right, I'm coming in with 1 cup of our just granulated sugar, just to kind of sweeten up our beautiful little no-bake right over top. I'm coming in next with our vitamin D milk. We're going in with 1 cup of that milk right on top of our lemon, sugar, cream cheese mixture, just like so. All right, and then to tie in with our lemon pudding, I'm coming in with just some lemon juice. You can always feel free to do your own kind of zest of lemon. I'm just going in with a touch of that before we grab our hand mixer. We're gonna go right into our cream cheese start slow, and kind of get this nice and incorporated and nice and thick. Ooh, oh my gosh, look at the beautiful color on that. If you could smell it, that lemon is so predominant. It smells so good. It's gonna be perfect for spring and for summer. Perfect for Mother's Day coming up as well. One of my best friends also loves the combination of lemon and graham crackers, so I might give her a slice too. All right, now that our pudding cream cheese mix is nice and thick, I'm gonna make sure we get everything off the beaters. Beautiful. Let's get this onto our beautiful little graham cracker crust. I'm gonna bring back in my 13 by 9. I'm gonna go ahead and grab our beautiful little ice cream scooper. We're just going to start by grabbing some of that mixture, going right on top of our beautiful little graham cracker crust, just like so. Ooh, look at how decadent and delicious. If you could smell this right now, the citrus is so strong. It smells so good. Oh, yummy. And I'm just going in maybe about 6 or 8 of those little ice cream scoops just to make sure that we have enough to cover our graham cracker crust. Perfect. All right, and we're just gonna gently spread our beautiful little lemon pudding, just like so. Very gently, because we don't wanna rip up our beautiful little graham cracker crust. Perfect. Oh, that is looking gorgeous. All right, the next step that we're coming in with, I'm coming in with a small little ice cream scoop, and one of my favorite pie fillings to use are blueberry. Oh, look at all the berries in that too. Ooh, delicious. If you can name a better combination than lemon and blueberry, I dare you. I think it is the best combination for spring and summer. And the color contrast, ooh, this is gonna be super easy, super fun, and delicious, of course. All right, and I think we wanna double down on our blueberries because we wanna try and cover that lemon curd. Pretty good. Perfect. All right, now that we have our blueberries down, I'm just gonna go in. Ooh, look at how beautiful that's spreading with our beautiful little lemon pudding mixture. And you can feel free to do kind of any combination with your fruit pie filling and your pudding, but I mean, like I said, lemon and blueberry is hard to beat. Perfect. I'm coming in next with our softened Cool Whip. I'm just using a small container of our regular original Cool Whip. I'm gonna go right on over our beautiful blueberry lemon graham cracker, just like so. I'm going to use all of that because we want to make sure we cover everything in its entirety before spreading this out onto our beautiful little no-bake. Gently again, because we don't want to muddle any of that with our Cool Whip topping. Oh, look at how velvety, creamy, delicious. If you want a thicker topping, you go with a big tub. You could also make your own whipped cream, but I find that the Cool Whip is convenient and it tastes just as good, if not better. Perfect. Oh, look at how luscious that looks. All right. Now we are going in with just our lemon, and I have a little zester. I'm just gonna do a little bit of that lemon zest right on top. Not too much. You could also do an orange, but I think with our lemon curd, it's a great little addition and kind of just gives it a little pop of color. Perfect. All right, we are ready to pop this into our fridge for about 1 to 2 hours. All right, that was 1.5 sticks of butter. I'm coming in next with 1 cup of white sugar into my very hot saucepan. I have 2/3 cup of cocoa powder that we're going right on top with. Woo! You can also use a dark cocoa powder, but I'm just using the regular. And then I'm coming in with a 1/2 cup of whole milk right on top. Ooh, yummy. This is gonna be a sweet little treat. I'm coming in with 1/3 cup of just regular milk chocolate chips over top. And then to tie everything together, I have some vanilla extract. I'm just going in with about a teaspoon, so just a touch, kind of warm it up. We're gonna go ahead and give this a nice big stir and wait until our butter melts. While our cocoa's on the stove, I'm coming in with 2 boxes of our vanilla instant pudding right into our medium mixing bowl. I'm going right in with 5 cups of cold milk. Ooh. Look at that beautiful color. You can smell that delicious vanilla. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start to give this a whisk just to make sure that we get all of our dry incorporated, just like so. Perfect. And now I'm coming in with our Cool Whip. I'm gonna use the entire large Cool Whip, and I did let this sit out for a couple of hours before starting our easy little no bake. I'm just gonna pop that entire thing right into our vanilla pudding. I'm doing a vanilla pudding. This is kind of a classic, so I'm gonna stick with the vanilla. You could also do, like if you found like something with coffee, or you could even do a chocolate, but because we already have that chocolate, I kind of wanna contrast that chocolate with this vanilla. We're just gonna try and get all of our Cool Whip incorporated into our vanilla pudding. All right, now that we have that all evenly distributed, I'm gonna move this off to the side, and I'm gonna be bringing in my beautiful 13 by 9. I'm coming in with some original honey graham crackers. I'm just placing them on the bottom of our 13 by 9, just like so. And just 6 of them going straight across the bottom. And we're gonna come in with our beautiful vanilla pudding and Cool Whip mixture. I'm going in with about half of our bowl. Oh, it's so fluffy. Ooh, look at how delicious that is. And I'm just gonna try and evenly distribute that right on top of our graham crackers. Just kind of make sure that we cover our graham crackers. Beautiful. Perfect. All right, and then we're gonna do one more layer of our graham crackers. You could also do the chocolate graham crackers. I know they also have a cinnamon graham cracker, but I just like the original for this recipe. Beautiful. And then that last bit of our beautiful vanilla Cool Whip mixture. Perfect. All right, let's take this over to our workstation. All right, I have my chocolate ganache that we're just gonna go right over top of our beautiful graham cracker, vanilla, Cool Whip mixture. I just wanna make sure we get an evenly distributed thin layer of our beautiful warm ganache. Ooh, look at how pretty that looks. All right, now that we have everything beautifully covered, we are going to pop this into our fridge overnight. All right, our sweet and salty toffee is out of the fridge. It is nice and hard. We're gonna go right on in. Because we had it on that parchment paper, it should just, oh my goodness. It should just break into beautiful little pieces. Oh, oh my goodness, yum. All right, let's get some of this plated up because I wanna give it a try. Oh, our pretzels, our almonds, sweet, salty, delicious, dark chocolate. All right, which piece? I think that's a good piece. Oh, enjoy. Really, really good. Gotta try it. Oh my goodness, our cookie dough bark just came out of the fridge. I cannot wait. This looks incredible. We have that sea salt on there. You can even see our edible cookie dough. I'm gonna go right on in. And we have that parchment paper down. Oh, we can give this a nice good break. Oh, look at the layers on that too. Oh my goodness. I am ready to give this a bite. We're gonna try and get a couple pieces on here. Oh, yummy. I wanna try and get a piece with that sea salt on there. Let's see. Oh, my mouth is watering. Oh. Oh. Enjoy. Wow, look at how amazing our beautiful blueberry and lemon no-bake turned out. I'm gonna go right on in, make sure we get some of that crust and our Cool Whip. Ooh, this is gonna be so delicious. Get right on in. Make sure we get all of our beautiful layers. Oh, look at how delicious. I cannot wait to give this a try. Make sure you get that nice right on there, maybe one more scoop. Oh, look at all the blueberries and the lemon. Oh, this is gonna be super delicious. I cannot wait to give this a try. And go right on in. Oh, our blueberries. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it's like summer in a dessert. So good, tart, sweet. You gotta try it. Wow, look at how amazing our beautiful little eclair inspired no bake. I'm gonna go right on in. You can hear it's like perfectly solid, which is exactly what we want. Oh my gosh, look at that. Let's get a nice big corner piece. Try and be gentle. Oh my goodness, my mouth is absolutely watering. Oh, look at the layers, our graham cracker, our beautiful pudding mix, and then of course our dark chocolate ganache. I'm just gonna plop that right onto my plate and give this a bite. This was kind of like an eclair inspired no bake, super easy. And I mean, it looks super impressive with that dark chocolate top. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You gotta try it. Really, really good.